Today we're testing food processors. We have the Breville Sous Chef, KitchenAid Pro Line Series, and the Cuisinart Elite 2.0. Just so we're consistent on all levels, these are the 16-cup processors. These are some of the more higher-end products on the market. Today we'll run through 4 tests: shredding, slicing, grinding, and mixing. I'm a firm believer in the Cuisinart when it comes to the food processor. Quite simple to use. I haven't seen like KitchenAid food processor. It looks pretty intimidating, but I feel like it might be expensive because of all the different functions that it has. Not sure about the Breville. I have no idea. I've never used the Breville food processor. I'm curious to see why these are like double the price. So starting with our first test, we will be shredding some carrots. Starting with the Cuisinart, they recommend cutting the carrot to the size of the shoot. All right. Carrots are getting stuck. These carrots are a little small, so what's happening is it's getting stuck on the top and not shredding all the way. See? That sucks. I was putting my money on this one, but it only shredded half of my carrots. Now the Breville. This seems to be doing a better job. You know what it is? The feed is a little smaller, so it has more control. All right. Okay. There we go. It's much more even. Happier with this one. I guess there is a difference. Now for the KitchenAid, make sure your setting is on low. Do the same thing. It's nice because it has different feeds. So if you have like a skinny thing, there's a smaller feed, and then you can take this out if you want a bigger thing. But I think that's really important so that the carrot doesn't lay flat. No, wait, this one was like kind of confusing to do too. Okay, yeah, got it. Results. I'm shocked. Yet again, I'm disappointed really in the Cuisinart. How could you do this to me? The shreds were all wrong, very uneven, so much waste of product. Breville, great job. The shreds are really even and really not much waste. Same with the KitchenAid. The shreds are really nice and even, not much waste. I would say though, the Breville shreds look a little bit better than the KitchenAid. For this test, the Breville wins. We are slicing potatoes. We're just gonna go through the blades real quick. These are all adjustable, meaning you can adjust the thickness of your vegetable. With the Cuisinart and the Breville, you adjust the thickness on the blade itself, but the KitchenAid, you adjust the thickness on the machine. We're gonna try to match the thickness of the KitchenAid blade, which looks like about 1/4 of an inch. Doesn't have to be perfect. Looks good. There we go. All right, starting with the Cuisinart, the manual suggests that you cut off the end just so it's nice and even. And then just turn it on. So there's a safety function. You can't actually feed the potato without this. So we're gonna just cut it in half so it fits, right? Moving on. There we go. Okay, that was really fast. This thing is so annoying. Moving on to our KitchenAid. This is like easier to put together. There's like a little tiny piece on the top, but that's all right. Okay, results. I'm disappointed with the Cuisinart yet again. You could tell there's a lot more scraps. In terms of consistency, I would say maybe the KitchenAid won. Less waste, pretty even product, and the Breville close second. So we are grinding. We're using the regular food processor blade for this. We're just gonna pulverize some almonds. So we will do each one for 30 seconds and see which one does the best job. Go. 30 seconds. What I noticed was that there was some on the bottom that wasn't moving. But all in all, I mean, it looks pretty good right now. All right, so we'll sift some just to see how fine this got. Go. Oh, wow. Scared me. Looks good. Consistent. Over here. Wow. Okay, most of it, I mean, a lot of it went through. Much more even. Now for our KitchenAid, We're doing this on low because that's what the manual says. Almonds in. Time. All right, this looks much better. Whew. Results. Okay, so the Cuisinart, you can see the fine side, it worked out pretty well, but the coarse side, I'd say it's very inconsistent and there was a lot more coarse than fine. The Breville, I would say it was much more consistent all around, nice and even, but even the coarse side is even as well. So I like that. And then the KitchenAid was very similar to Cuisinart where, you know, the fine powder obviously looks nice, but the coarse side, also very inconsistent. So the winner is the Breville. For our last test, we're gonna make pie dough. And for consistency, we're using the same exact recipe for all three. And we'll pulse it same amount of times in between each step. Pie dough. So with pie dough, you want the butter to be kind of consistent all around. You don't want to over mix it. You want it to be like flaky, but still come together. The Cuisinart and the Breville did a pretty consistently even job. It's flaky, it's crumbly, it's what we want in a pie dough. The KitchenAid kind of just like clumped together and didn't really create the best product. Final thoughts, you guys, final thoughts. For shredding, Breville was a clear winner. For slicing, Breville and KitchenAid was even. For blending, Breville was the winner. And for mixing, Cuisinart and Breville was a tie. So the purposes of these tests were to create an even playing field for all three products. So the Breville and the KitchenAid comes with more attachments that we did not test today. Winner is pretty obvious. Love the Breville. Price point is great. The product is great. Very consistent all around. I think the KitchenAid is a little bit too expensive for what it does, and the Cuisinart kind of fell short in consistency.